Namaste everyone. Welcome to Aphinya Yoga. I am Aphinya. Welcome to the channel that dedicated to the practice of health and happiness. And if you're new to my channel, what an honor that our paths cross today. I hope you are doing amazing. And for my regulars out there, please know that I keep you in my prayer and my blessings. Please continue doing your work for your own health and happiness. Now, today I come to you with a tutorial tips and tricks or secret that will help you to master double pigeon pose or Agnistambhasana or fire lock pose or angle to knee pose much more effectively. See you on the mat. Before I share you the tips, let me show you what the double pigeon pose or Agnistambhasana look like. Do you see that? This is what is double pigeon pose. It's a pose that will help you to ask for more from your hip rotator, your piriformis muscles. I personally feel like this is more advanced pose for more like advanced practitioners who are ready to can I get more out from the hip stretch poses when other poses start to feel like I don't quite get a lot of it. Okay, now the tips are this. When you get into the pose, so as you can see, you actually want to stack the shins of your legs on top of one another, right? So let's say when you start with the bottom leg, you make that short, the shin of your leg parallel to the short side edge of your mat. And then the top leg is you use the little toe side edge of your foot, places right on top of the knee. Now, if you feel a little tight to go into it, the best way to go into it is let's say my bottom leg is my left leg. So I'm gonna lean into my left hip and have the right hip lifted. So then I can land the little toe side edge of the right foot on that left knee very comfortably. And then when I am about to stack the right shin on top of the left, right, I am actually going to rotate the inner thigh in and back. And at the same time, do you see my chest? What's happening is actually going forward. So I'm arching my back by getting the hip back and getting the chest forward. However, the very important key is that the inner thighs have to rotate in and back at the same time. But you can see it's so much easier now for me to get that leg on top, the right leg on top of the left leg. So that's one of the tips. So rotate the inner thigh in back and you're arching your back and slowly bring the right leg on top of the left leg. So feel the arching and the rotate big, really big. Now the other tips that will help to make that feeling even much more stronger and make the top leg to stack even more closer to the bottom leg is that at one point you use the heel of your palms, press this at the ball of your feet and do exact the same action but with some help. Push the heels of your palms into the ball of the feet and then you resist it by kicking your feet into that and start to rotate your inner thigh in and back and bring your chest forward. So you arching your back. But then at some point, when you feel this big hip opening already, now draw your core in and up and away from the floor, like to counterbalance the arch of your back for a little bit. You don't want to arch your back 100%. It needs to have that core in with the arching of your back. So what do we call that? That is the balance action, which we need to cultivate all the time in the yoga practice. And as you can see, I have this pose already. Some of you can just stay right here, right? And if you can go further, now you get your palms away from the feet and see if you can hold that action of the rotation of the thighs, sending the hip back, chest go forward, the core in by itself, right? If you cannot do that, have your hands onto the feet and keep pressing that. And you're going to slowly send your chest closer and closer to the leg. The more your chest go down, do you know what that means? It means that the more intensity of your hip ulnar rotator, especially the hip piriformis muscle that we are targeting, is going to be more intense. And when you can go really deep, some of you can now, it feels almost like you're relaxing. Very interesting. Inhale, come up. Now the feeling of the stretch is going to be on the leg on top. And when you come out, like you can roll into the left once again and come out from it. Why don't we do the other side? So right leg's down, right? The shin parallel toward the short side edge of the mat and have the weight onto your right hip. Left and the little toe side edge of your left foot onto your right knee, and you start to rotate your inner thigh in and back and arch your back and send your chest forward. And start to move your chest more forward and toward the floor. Keep rotate the inner thigh in and back. Chest go forward and toward the floor. Don't forget to breathe. Now it's right here. I am really close to my feet. So you check with your body. The heels of the palms presses at the ball of the feet and you push it in. Take a deep breath. And then kick your feet into the palms and do that exact action. Roll the inner thigh in and back. Arch your back forward and now it's going toward the floor. And at the end, draw your horse in, up and away from the floor and length out through the crown of your head. And if you go really close to the floor, you can have your forearms down toward the ground. But the action of your legs, which is the rotation, the length of the spine, the corridor draw in and up from the floor, it still happen without, of course, anybody can see it. And then inhale, come up and away, right? And your right leg's on the bottom, lean away from the leg, and you can see my left leg start to lift, and then roll onto the right, and then come out from it safely. I has been doing these tips for so many years. I know that it's really helped me to get into this double pigeon pose or Agnistambhasana with actually more power, feel safe, and I can feel like I get more out from it without the fear that I am going to injure myself. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And I hope to see you in the next video, everybody. Namaste. If you liked this video and want more of what I have to offer, please subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends and families. Feel free to leave comments and questions. I also teach online live class every Saturday. Link will be on the description below. And last but not least, if you want to donate to my channel, the link is also there. Thanks so much. See you next time. Namaste.